Hi, Michael.
Yes, Andrew.
Hi there. Have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Well, just before we left, the shipment figures for March came out.
Friday.
So scuttling out of the office.
Yeah.
They made me a bit nervous, but still, what do you think of them?
Well, numbers were pretty big. They were biggest March ever, which is 190 million.
Right.
So 25% up from last March.
Right.
So, huge number.
Yeah.
Bit of a wow, bit of a bang to start the weekend.
Right.
So that
after this port congestion problem finished.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons that they were saying, everything has been squeezed down into March and everything's gone out. So where are we now? We're now 9% down overall.
That's year on year so far. Yeah.
Crop receipts pretty much. Well, that's it now. 1.86.
Okay. So that's pretty much the same size of crop as last year. Okay. Where was the increase then?
Increase was Germany, Spain, China was big, India big again, and UAE was huge.
Okay.
So pretty much all the main importing countries.
Okay. So UAE we can understand, that's Ramzan. China seems a bit odd.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise because no one's really been talking about it.
Sure. India's also a bit of a surprise because normally they wouldn't be doing this in the summer. So slightly surprising. Where does that leave us with the projected carryover?
Well, if shipments are the same now till the next crop as last year, we're going to have about the same sort of carryover. 350.
All right.
Sorry, we're going to have about 400.
Okay.
400. If they remain at a 9% decrease, then we're going to have about 350, which is the same as last year.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Between 350 and 400, depending if it's the same or 9%
or
down.
whether March is an aberration, basically.
Yeah.
So that's really not a problem, I'd have thought.
No, I think they're quite comfortable.
They'll be comfortable to hold that, given more of a projected drought effect, i.e. lighter kernels developing in the summer. So basically the growers certainly will be thinking same again, but with essentially a 50-cent premium. Yeah,
we had a figure earlier in the week, which is the turnovers projected.
All right, the turnover report.
They're saying about 188. So if you take 188 and say 350, if it's 9% down, then you're looking at a very similar size to what we've just had.
Yeah, to market, and 50 cents premium is probably not so much, given the expectations of really quite a severe drought coming up.
I think the growers will look at it and say, we're at 430 now for standards, just over the weekend, and if it's the same again, then let's keep going.
Certainly the market seems to be running entirely on supply side factors.
Demand's just almost forgotten.
It does seem strange that it could just be running on supply, but I guess markets run on sentiment rather than data, and right now the only sentiment which is important is the sentiment of the US growers and handlers. We may still see an effect of demand factors.
I think it would be. I mean, at the moment it's all supply led, and all this huge thing about the water keeps going on, but we have to look at demand as well. You can't just forget about it, and there are a lot of problems in Europe. The euro's
it's almost 30% down from its peaks. Today we're seeing about 105 something, so it's a huge effect, and it produces a lot of uncertainty. A lot of the continentals do buy in euros, so they feel it directly. So the only thing that's not really affected is the domestic consumption in America,
which is pretty robust. It's been pretty stable.
There are, I think, some worrying signs there as well, which is this gradually, maybe almonds might end up as an environmentally dirty product to buy, and given the target group for things like almond butter, which is rich, environmentally conscious consumers, this phrase sticks in my mind, which is it takes a gallon of water to produce an almond. I've got no idea of the veracity of that kind of thing, but I can see in a situation where people are being asked throughout California to reduce their consumption, well, they will have to reduce their consumption by 25-30%, that it could be incredibly unpopular to open a big packet of almonds in your schoolroom or whatever. It might become a guilty pleasure. But
with all the talk
let's see. Maybe the media is fickle, and we don't know where that goes. But there definitely, I think, are a few cracks in the demand thing, which right now are not being noticed. But if this market ever turns around, it could be really nasty.
At the moment, I think there's very limited cover forward. That's been a big problem.
Well, so that's it.
Keep coming back and having to buy.
That's it. Everybody has to buy a little of something, which keeps the price up.
Keeps ticking it along,
and keeps demand hungry, so it's always there. And it's certainly the case now. We're getting inquiries at really very high levels. So
and I think for the next couple of months, maybe even 3 months, I think we're set for where we are.
Oh yeah, definitely. One more thing which is interesting in that context is that we're expecting an early crop again this year. That I guess will it's like having a bit more carryover, isn't it? It's a bit more pressure. Where shall I put these almonds now?
Build some more barns.
But I don't think we're stressing storage levels or anything. I think the game is pretty much in the grower's hands, and I can't see the price reducing before September. Personally, I don't see why it should come down at all. It'll just keep going up forever. Okay.
Well, after that, we'll see.
All right. Okay. So by now, you might as well give in. All right. Thank you.